Welcome to Honest Straightforward Reviews. Today I'll be comparing the Apple AirPods Max and Bang & Olufsen's third generation H9. Now, price wise, first things first, we'll get that out of the way. So this costs around $900 on my left, the Apple, whereas the Bang & Olufsen's in Australia costs around $800. Now, good thing about having anything that's non-Apple, you can get it at really discounted rates. I've seen the Bang & Olufsen's for around $650 as well, okay? Being an Apple trademark thing, with my experience, you never get them cheaper than $10, okay? You can get a 10% discount sometimes at Apple or other places, but I've never seen them on AirPods and AirPods Pro, so I don't think it's going to be on the AirPods Max. First of all, let's look at the boxes. Now, as you guys can see, not only is the Apple box a tiny bit bigger, okay, the Bang & Olufsen sits a little bit higher, just a tiny bit. Okay, so straight off, that tells me about Apple. Hey, why don't you make your box smaller? You've taken the charges out of everything. Make your box smaller if you really want to save the environment. All right, let's open this bad boy up. Actually, I'll show you the box around, okay? I've got a proper unboxing of this in the comments, so you can have a look at that as well, and I'll have a proper unboxing of the third gen H9 as well, and a review of the H9 as well. So that's the H9. So compared to the Apple, like the H9 is a typical box. The Apple one is like pretty cool. Like in the back, you'll have it with the case on. In the front it doesn't, and B&O just has a lot of advertising on it. Now let's open these bad boys up. Alright, first things first, pretty standard. Nothing too special. However, if you look a bit closer, you get a very soft to touch, if you guys can hear that. I'll try and get it on the camera as well. Can you see how soft that is? That is really soft compared to Apple's nothing of a box. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get the headphones out of the way first as well, and I'll get into the physicalities of the headphones in a second. Alright, what you get with the Apple is basically nothing. All you get is some warranty paperwork and a Lightning to USB-C cable. That is it out of the box. Let's look at this. So you got little tabs up here, which you can pull and get this neatly out. Okay, this is again very soft to touch. All right, the first box has the pouch in it, the carrying pouch. It's very soft, luxurious cloth. Okay. And I really like it. I've got for mine that I'm using at the moment, I've got a different colored cloth. It just looks really nice. I've got a grey, dark grey, metally cloth for the black one. It kind of complements it. Looking at the second box, you not only get a headphone jack, which you do not get with the $900 AirPods Max, and you also get what this is basically is a headphone jack for the in-flight. So if you're flying and you want to listen to the music or the TV shows on the airline, you can do it through that. That's a jack for that. Moving on, the last item you get in this is just your warranty booklet. So you get a tiny bit more with the B&O. Okay, now if you wanted to connect your AirPods Max via a cable to your iPhone or whatever device, you need to pay extra for it, and it's about $50. All right, let's get into the headphones themselves. All right, on the left you'll have the AirPods Max, and on the right you have the B&O H9 3rd Gen. This doesn't give much protection. You have this band that sits out and it just puts that, and what it also does, it's magnetic, it's very soft to feel inside and it's quite strong, and it's silicon, by the way, and it's got magnets in there that tell the device, the headphones, to go to an ultra sleep mode. They do not have a on and off button. I'll get into that in a second. Now, on the physicality side of things, what I didn't like about this, I'll go into the dislikes and then the likes. Okay, bangs about a lot. Okay, I don't like that. That's gonna scratch the living crap out of this. Anyways, a lot of people were concerned about this mesh here. It is very strong. I'm like pushing it right out, you know what I mean? Like, it does not want to break. So, and other than that, these cups, they go around that way and completely this way, but not that way. Okay, so they go around your ears, and also they come off very easily. They're magnetic as well. All right, just in case if you guys didn't know. Moving on to the B&O, it's a bit more buttony. So all I'll show with the buttons are that. So that's the noise cancellation on, off, and transparency, and this is the volume button. That's all you get with the AirPods Max, whereas on this guy you get a lot more. So you get a beautiful leather headband, and that's very soft, luxurious, and you've got this cloth, and it's soft but it's hard at the same time. You also got leather here, which is very soft to touch. Having said that, this isn't too bad either. Okay, this is really soft to touch, and it's got really nice speakers in here as well. And the way these come off are just by twisting them. I'm not going to twist them now. I'll get into that later. Okay, now on this side you have a Google Assistant button, or if you want to hold it and get Siri on and things like that. And on the other side you have the on, off, and pairing button. And you have the charging and the audio headset button where you can plug in the audio headset. Other than that, when you take this out, just slides out. Very easy. Okay, it has got a bit of dust underneath. Unfortunately, this pair of mine doesn't get much use. It's just sitting in the closet. The Apple ones, on the other hand, metal, stainless steel. Okay, now these go on to the left. It's very clearly marked as well, and right. Okay, now let's get into a few of the things that I would like to discuss in regards to these. So both of them have active noise cancellation. Now the Bang & Olufsen's have got a electrodynamic driver, which is a 40mm in diameter, and it's got the driver sensitivity at 93 decibels at 1 kHz, and that's in passive mode, and the frequency range is between 20 to 22,000 Hertz. Okay, and it also comes with a customizable EQ. Okay, so that's customizable for that. Now on the other hand, Apple, as you guys know, doesn't really like to divulge too much information in regards to their headphones. So what Apple offers with these ones are Apple's design dynamic drivers, which are pretty good. I've listened to them. I can't make up my mind if they're as good as the B&O on an average. Okay, they do a few things very well. The active noise cancellation is really well as well. However, the phone calls on this is really good, but not as good as the Bang & Olufsen's. The Bang & Olufsen's, for the, if you're on the headphones and somebody calls you on these headphones, they're absolutely beautiful. They're spot on. I have done a lawnmower test with these, so I've had them on and I was mowing the lawn, and I have a petrol noisy lawnmower. As you guys can imagine, it can get really loud. And even with that, I had a phone call and I attended the phone call, and I asked the other person if they could hear any background noise. They could not hear my lawnmower at all. And this you can. So other than that, it's also got, both of them got transparency mode. What this has is adaptive equalizer. So the EQ on this is adaptive. It changes itself. It's by itself. You can't do that. It's a good thing and a bad thing because you can't play around with it yourself. Okay. Whereas with this, you don't have the adaptive. You have a manual one, which is again good. But if you're like trying to listen to music, you got to change it every time to different genres. Other than that, this has got spatial audio with dynamic head tracking, the Apple's one. Now, that for me is a hit and a miss because I've noticed the active noise cancelling dropping out a bit and letting things leak into the ear cups when you are moving your head around. I've done a gym test of this as well. Now, in regards to sensors, this guy goes crazy on sensors. It's got about, all in all, about 10 sensors. There's optical sensors, both in both cups, positional sensors in both cups, case detecting sensors in both cups, accelerometer in both cups, and a gyroscope in the left cup only. Okay, this has some of the cups as well. However, it doesn't have the auto pausing feature anymore. Okay, the H9i introduced it and they took it out. I like the auto pausing. Okay, this has auto pausing and it works beautifully. As soon as you put it on, bang, it works. Okay, so you completely miss that out on this one. Now, in regards to the mics, the Apple one has 8 microphones for active noise cancellation. All in all, it has 9. 8 of them are for active noise cancellation. 6 of them purely do active noise cancellation. 2 of them are shared for making a phone call and voice pickup and things like that. And 1 of them out of the last one, the 9th one, is a dedicated microphone, okay, for talking only. And it's also got a H1 chip that Apple introduced in both cups together. Now, what the crown does on this is turn the volume up and down. You play it once to play, pause, and answer a phone call, twice to skip forward, 3 times to skip back, and hold for press and hold for Siri. And if you guys have a Beat, it's very much similar to that use of this clicking button. And this just by default, it just activates the transparency mode or the active noise cancellation. But if you can go into settings in your phone, you can also have it off as well through that button. Now, in regards to weights, the Apple one is 134.5 grams, so it's quite light. It's not too bad. And in regards to battery, so this is a big thing for a lot of guys. Okay, so battery is up to 20 hours of listening time on a single charge. Okay, with active noise cancellation or transparency mode active, 20 hours on movie playback with the spatial audio turned on, 20 hours of talk time on a single charge. And this is what's really nice about the Apple. So if you're about to just run out and you've noticed your Apple headset has died on you, it has fast charging, which they introduced in the Beats models, and it's 5 minutes of charging gives you an hour and a half worth of playback. That's amazing. That's beautiful, guys. You don't see things like that. You've got to give Apple innovation, you know what I mean? Now, let's talk about this guy on my right, okay? So this guy has absolutely got really, really good battery life. It's got 25, so 25 with Bluetooth and active noise cancellation on. With just Bluetooth and you took out the active noise cancellation, it goes up to 32 hours and it goes to 33 hours with wide active noise cancellation. And the charge time on this is a bit crazy, which is 3 hours. And yeah, so it's got a few really good things. And regarding the buttons and things like that, this guy has off the top of my head 6 mics, okay, and those 6 mics, 4 of them are dedicated for noise cancellation, and they're on 2 on each cups, and then you've got two for voice mic, which do an incredible job at picking up your noise, cancelling everything else out. With its 6, it beats Apple's 9 in active noise cancellation, not only in playing music and answering, but also on answering phone calls as well. Another thing, if you're not an Apple user, what you'll notice with this is not only Google Assistant, but also it has multi-point, which is available, which you can connect this to 2 devices at the same time. With the Apple, if you're an Apple person, it's really fantastic to be able to just jump between an iPad, iPhone, Apple Watch, Mac, okay? But if you're not, then you're kind of screwed. It's really difficult to use this, and you got to connect it to multiple devices. So that's not a really good thing. Now, with the 3 mics, it does a really good job. The one thing that I don't like about B&O, where they've shortchanged their X flagship now, because they've introduced the H9i now, but this was a flagship when it came out, and I didn't like about it is Bluetooth 4.2. Okay, this got Bluetooth 5, better range, better sound quality as well through it. I haven't seen any difference between the sound quality, to be honest, on Bluetooth 4.2, but when you move away from your phone or the device that you're connected, it does drop out a lot, so that's kind of annoying. On the plus side, you get a headphone jack, and you can just connect it into anything that has a headphone jack, and you can go away with it and enjoy it. You don't have to pay any more for the headphone jack, whereas with the Apple one, it's crazy. It's ludicrous, I think, for them not to even include it for a $900 device. Now, the last thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about the B&O, and then we'll finish things up. The last thing I wanted to talk about it is both of them are obviously over-the-ear headphones. The materials on these are aluminium, fabric, leather, stainless steel, and that's really, really nice to see those. The leather, I just absolutely love this leather. Now, I know for a fact that some people of Hindu and Muslim religious background, and also Jewish backgrounds, might have issue with the leather being used. It's not vegan, okay? So this leather might be leather used from pork and things like that, but it's not. It's cow leather and things like that. So that's just something for the religious people to have a think about. It's very comfortable. The only issue I have with headsets that use leather is on a hot day. It's not very comfortable to have them on. It gets really sweaty. This is the thing that I absolutely love about the Apple headphones. Cloth, okay? It doesn't get hot in there at all. I don't feel hot, and these days Melbourne's really, really hot. It's boiling out here. Alright guys, so that's basically it. I just wanted to give you guys a really short video of both the physicality of both of them and having them side by side and just having a look at both of them. And I didn't want to go into the specs and doing a full-on review of them, because I've got the review of this up, and I'm going to be doing the review of this, the Apple one, very shortly. The B&O one is already up. I've got the links in there as well of the unboxings and things like that. So let me know what else you guys would like to see, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching and sticking to the end. Alright guys, so if you want to see more videos and support the channel and you like this video, please give me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Also check out my Twitter, Instagram and Patreon accounts. That helps a lot if you follow them and contribute there. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.